Hello friends, this is Holmes, a first-time farmer over 50. Welcome to the homestead. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you may remember that back in March I did a video and I showed you that I was putting down markers around the farms that were the indicators of the center of the various sectors. So I divided the farm up into 25 different sectors, about an acre each, and I planted a flag at the center of each one. And I wanted to see where those locations actually were when I looked at the aerial photographs. And my idea for doing that was I purchased some cheap table covers, tablecloths, plastic ones that were about $1.50 each, I think. And I cut them in half, so they were 4x4, or close to that. And then I went around and set those up in each section. And I did a video after I put those down, showing it from the center of Sector C. And I told you how I was doing that so that I could come back later and see it on the aerial photograph if they took it this year. And lo and behold, just today, if you can see that white square there in the center, that is the center of Sector C. So it actually worked. So I'm pretty stoked about that my idea actually worked. And then you can see over here, here's the center of Sector B. So all of these are visible on the photograph. I set 24. So there's a total of 26 because I also did one for the center of the farm, which I labeled Z. And then there were two that were in the midst of all of the cedar trees on the east side of the farm. And that I just didn't think would show up, so I didn't bother setting that one. Let's see, I'm trying to find A here. It's there, I know. Hang on just a second. Oh, there it is. It's there, right there. There's A. So yeah, so out of the 24 that I set, 23 of them were visible. One was hidden by a cedar tree. That was Sector D, as in Delta. But all the rest of the ones that I set, they all show up. So I am pretty pumped up about that my idea actually worked. And now I know exactly where I am when I look at my aerial photographs. And when I'm doing planning, I know right where I am. And something else that's kind of cool. See if we can go down here and find this. But let's see, that's I right there. It's the center of I. And there is Z, center of the farm. I'm doing this very, very close up. I know you can't get a decent perspective of where we are in the overall farm, but if I went further out, you wouldn't be able to see any of these markers. So that's the reason why I'm doing this so very close up. But what's kind of cool is that the work that I did back in January, February, and into March, you can now see the work that I did. Yeah, if you can look in there. Like there's a stack of logs right there from cutting down various trees. There's small stacks of wood here and here. This is the tri-trunked hickory tree that I've done many videos about. These are the two that fell originally, and then this is the one that was caught up in these two oak trees. and has just recently split out and fallen a little bit more. So that's what it looks like from an aerial photograph. And then these are just big piles of brush. So that's what's going on. That's what we did. That's what we accomplished. And I just wanted to share that with you. So I was pretty excited about the fact that my idea actually worked. So we appreciate you watching. Please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. But if not, we will see you in the pasture.